My history with the climb is 3 years now. The first year fell right after my mother's passing away.
When I started doing the cancer climb, I started because I lost my dad in 2010. He was a healthy man, no health problems whatsoever, and then all of a sudden he was hit by a disease we didn't understand.
I started to participate in the climb 18 years ago. And the reason I started is I knew so many people who had cancer and who died from cancer, and I thought that was a great way of working to help to maybe find a cure.
So as I learned about the cancer climb and started going, I learned how many people it touches that don't have support systems like my family members have.
My mom was diagnosed with lung cancer at the age of 59. And there wasn't a cancer center up in Page, so she had to travel to Flagstaff for her radiation and chemo treatments. American Cancer Society arranged for her to stay for free. So I got to see the inner workings of what the American Cancer Society does for people. And it even motivated me more. I joined the Cancer Climb Committee in August 1998. My mom passed.
I really like being part of the climb. It's really a time to kind of support survivors with friends and family, and everyone kind of comes together to do one thing, which is try and raise money to end cancer.
There's always that phrase, this is going to be an uphill battle, especially when you're dealing with cancer, and it literally is an uphill battle. At certain points you're just like, oh my God, this is taking forever, this is really rough, my hips hurt, my knees hurt, but the whole time I just kept thinking, this is nothing compared to what my sister went through.
And when you're somebody like me who has over 20 people in their lives that they've lost in just the last 10 years, you realize that cancer hits everyone you know. And it's a small token that you can do to honor them.
I have quite a few names on the shirt, back of the shirt, the names of people who meant something to me and people that I knew.
About 10 years ago, they also came up with an additional shirt where it's a survivor shirt. And they started out with survivor on the back, and they changed it recently to living proof. You know, it's a more positive angle on a survivor.
So at 36, I was diagnosed with cervical cancer. When I was first diagnosed, I didn't have any insurance. At that time, I just didn't know what I was going to do. I couldn't even go and get the proper things that I needed to get done. So my dad called the 1-800 number. My dad told the story and they said, no, don't worry, we're going to help her. Probably within 10 minutes of my dad calling me and saying, someone's gonna call you, someone called me. The American Cancer Society definitely had resources, and I knew that they would always be there, and they still are always there for me if I ever need them.
In 1997, I was diagnosed with GIST. It's a gastrointestinal stromal tumor. Fortunately, in 2005, they came up with a treatment called Gleevec, and it keeps the cancer from growing. The way I look at it is all those years I was doing the climb for Conquer Cancer, I was paying it forward.
I've been fortunate enough not to suffer with cancer myself, but I see it around me every day. So it's my way of saying one day a year, it's the least I can do to give back to the community and to those that need the help. U-Haul being as supportive as they are, I mean, they really push and motivate me and a bunch of my friends to try and work together as a team.
That it's the greatest thing that they can do. Not only does U-Haul support the American Cancer Society with money, but they also provide the truck that brings things to the park, and I'm very proud.
It especially hits home because every single time that I've done the event, it's either been on the day of her anniversary or the day before of her anniversary of passing. It really feels personal to me, and then it just furthers my personal connection with the company.
I mean, I'm tearing up thinking about it. I never ever thought that experience would be so amazing with my mom. It was a synopsis of the entire journey and how hard it got at the end. But you powered through and we made it to the top just like I did and why I'm here.